What it do, everyone? What's these scenes? How you going? It's Coach Key, aka Keyona Speaks, back with another video. Are you following me on Instagram? If not, you're missing out on great discussion. After this video, follow me on Instagram to continue the conversation about this week's topic, self-accountability, aka if I knew better, why didn't I do better? Back in November of 2019, I was going through some things in life where I just couldn't figure out why I kept bumping my head against the brick wall. Why was I constantly experiencing the same hurt, the same pain, the same mistakes overall? Until one day, a light bulb went off as I was embarking upon my healing journey, and I decided to analyze myself, ask myself questions as far as if I knew better, why wasn't I exactly doing better? I mean, I got to a point in my life where I could see the whole situation. I could see the start to finish, but I still went with it. And I asked myself, why? Why are you constantly putting yourself through this? And you know what it was? I was not holding myself accountable. I was not implementing self-accountability. I wanted to point the finger at everyone, not realizing it had these three pointing back at me. I had a role that I was playing in the situation. And more specifically, when I created this podcast episode, it was about my frustration about finding a compatible partner. Why was it so difficult? I believed that I was a very nice and loving and nurturing person, but it seemed each time I tried to meet someone new or engage with someone new, they were just not compatible. It's like I had this one ideal candidate that I just kept magnetizing, and I just wondered why I kept wasting my time. Well, it was me. I wasn't taking accountability to how I was perpetuating that situation, or how if I really knew better, I really knew how that situation was gonna pan out. Why was I continuously putting myself in a situationship that I knew was going to fail? And I'll tell you folks, once I took accountability, once I realized after doing my pain points, why I felt the way I did and why I felt compelled to engage in situations the way I did, was I able to really implement the accountability and stop and create boundaries and create expectations and to remind myself of no. You've seen this pattern before. You don't want to go through this again. And alhamdulillah, all praise be to Allah, I got off the gerbil wheel and I finally found someone that I am truly and beyond compatible with. Alhamdulillah. But enough about me. Let's talk about you. Can you think in the recesses of your mind of time or times where your lack of self-accountability perpetuated your hurt, perpetuated your disappointment, perpetuated you continuously repeating or experiencing pattern behavior? I'm sure that I'm not the only person. And what comes to mind every time I think of self-accountability is a song by Destiny's Child called If. And at the end of the song, Kelly Rowland says, I know I knew better. What was I thinking? And that's the thing. We know better, but we're so focused on the other party, the other opportunity, or the other situation that we're not taking accountability to say, wait a minute, what is my behavior? What is my participation? What has my decision as far as engaging in this? How has it truly impacted the outcome? Because it has, and as human beings, we are in this ecosystem of impact. My behavior impacts not just myself, but someone else. And so I got tired of blaming those other people, and I started to just really look at how my role played a part. And that's what self-accountability is. It's not just self-accountability when it comes to holding yourself accountable to achieving things, but it's also self-accountability when it comes to the unhappy, the uncomfortable, the unnecessary parts of our lives as well. Because we have choice, we have free will, we have decision. And it's important for us to hold ourselves accountable to see how our decision played an impact on an outcome, instead of always looking to blame, well, if this car didn't do this or this. I mean, granted, you're right. Sometimes we're not going to be in control. And I get that. But this conversation is not for that. This conversation is about the times when we were in control, had full cognizance, knew better, but surely didn't do better. So I invite you to join the conversation with me on Instagram to talk about the time that you've experienced this, or the time that you acknowledged that when you took accountability, how it truly impacted you and it helped you. This week's theme is really short and sweet. We just have to hold ourselves accountable. We have to be accountable, not in thought, but in actions. And then we have to work from that. Working from that meaning, once you realize your role, start changing it so that you can become healthier, become better, surround yourself by more healthy, peaceful, positive people. And in the instance of what I said as far as relationships, you stop dealing with people that are not compatible, that are wasting your time. I mean, granted, I learned lessons. I truly learned who I am compatible with and who I want. But I'm so grateful that I got tired of bumping my head against a brick wall and finally knew better and did better. All right, don't want to take up too much more of your time. Thank you so much for supporting and watching this video. And you know what? I have one last request. If you resonated with any or just this video on my YouTube channel, please like it, comment, and definitely I ask to share with someone else that can resonate. I'm in the business of helping everybody that I can, and I can't do it by myself. I'm very limited in time and space, so I need you to help me by sharing this with someone, or sharing any of my videos rather, with someone that can really resonate. Each one teach one, remember? All right, stay safe, stay vigilant. Peace.